Travis here with Kingdom Coaching again, and I wanted to talk a little bit more on self-awareness. I had shot a video about identity and how important that is. I'm gonna talk self-awareness in a little bit different lane this time. So a couple things I want to touch on. The first thing is knowing your wiring, knowing your strengths, knowing your giftedness. Knowing that is so critical. As a head coach, if you're a head coach, to do the things that you are wired and created to do is so important. You will run faster when you run in your true lane. If you're an assistant coach, there's times where you're just going to have to do things that you don't really enjoy doing, but getting slotted in your lane is really important as well. So just knowing your gifts, your strengths, your wirings, those sort of things are really critical. Another thing on self-awareness that I think is so important, especially when it comes to interpersonal relationships, is knowing what is it like to be on the other side of the table from me, or what is it like to work for me, or what is it like to work with me, or what is it like to play for me. I think that's super critical to know those sort of things, to be self-aware on ways that you're going to rub people wrong, reasons why people follow you. Like, here's what you do really well. This is why I follow you. This is why I love working with you. That's so important to know, because there's coming a point where if you start to struggle, you're going to want to lean back. You're going to want to look back on something and say, I know that this is my strength. I know that this is what I do well. I've been told, so I need to get back to the basics. I need to get back to this. And then the last thing that I think is really important when it comes to self-awareness is knowing yourself allows you to actually see others more clearly. I think when you know who you are, when you know how you're wired, you can lead people a lot better. I just think self-awareness breeds self-awareness. And so being able to help the colleagues that you work with, or those coaches that are under you, or your student athletes, seeing how they're wired and getting them slotted in the right slot or the right lane so they can run really fast in their lane is super important.